Hi guys, it's Megan. Welcome back to the library. Today we are doing a book unboxing from Junior Library Guild that sends me my monthly subscriptions. If you remember from before, I said we are down to just 5 books. We used to get 8 a month, but it's just pretty expensive. So I like to be able to kind of pick out my own books too. I mean, obviously they pick these out for me, but I do approve of them in advance. So without further ado, let's start unboxing. It looks like our first one is called The Do-Over, and I definitely feel like I've seen this on YouTube all around. It is the, oh yes, it's the same author that wrote Better Than the Movies, which has been popular here. I think it's even, oh yeah, there's Better Than the Movies right there on the new shelf, which apparently is probably not new anymore. But I'm pretty sure that this is obviously a romance, but I think, oh wow, inside it even says ages 14 and up. That's cool. I'm pretty sure maybe there's something else too. Oh, it's for Valentine's Day. Oh my gosh, that's perfect. That's in like 2 weeks. So I need to put this out like on the shelf immediately and advertise it as a Valentine's Day book and even put it over on our display. But I think you get do-over. Yes, there's like do-overs for this day or something. Kind of like, what is it? The Christmas book. Oh, In a Holidays. I feel like it's kind of like that maybe. But I said on Valentine's Day, it says, how many days can one girl spend passively watching her life go up in flames? And when something good starts to come out of those terrible days, what happens when the universe stops doling out do-overs? So I don't know, it sounds pretty cool. It says it's a quirky, meet cute type thing. So definitely not for me, but I will put it out on the shelf for Valentine's Day. Okay, next we have a book that I've definitely never heard of before. She's Gone. I guess it's just called She's Gone, but it repeats it over and over. The Perfect Couple is the Perfect Lie by David Bell. Well, I'm glad it's a male author because I feel like so many books are by female authors. We've had this discussion before for young adult literature, but it's paperback, which I'm confused because this company, Junior Library Guild, hardly ever sends paperback books. So is there like an extra book or something? No, I guess I just get a paperback one. Well, I'll have to cover it. I'm gonna guess from the title, from the cover and the title, it looks like mystery. So let's just read it. It says, how can you lie when you can't remember the truth? Is there like amnesia or something? When 17-year-old Hunter Gifford wakes up in the hospital on the night of homecoming, he's shocked to learn that he and his girlfriend, Chloe Summers, have been in a terrible car accident. Hunter has no memory of the crash, and his shock turns to horror when he is told Chloe's blood has been found in the car, but she has disappeared. Ooh. Back at school, his fellow students taunt him, and his former best friend starts making a true crime documentary about the case, one that points the finger directly at Hunter. And just when things can't get any worse, Chloe's mother stands in front of the entire town at the candlelight vigil and accuses Hunter of murder. Under mounting pressure from the police, Hunter takes matters into his own hands by questioning anyone who might know the truth and posting videos to prove his innocence. When Hunter learns he and Chloe were seen arguing loudly outside the dance, he faces a sickening possibility. Was he angry enough to kill the person he loved? Well, that's interesting. Even the main character doesn't know whether he did it or not. I wonder, is it from like first person point of view? It is. I tried to do this. Okay, so that makes a lot of sense because we're getting it told. Oh, okay. And also the font is really like, there's not very many words per page, so it's not as long as it looks for sure, because I think the length of this would put some people off because they like short mysteries in my school. But yeah, that's a really interesting, kind of like an unreliable narrator. It says readers will be dying for answers until the final shocking twist. So I've never heard of it, and I've never heard of this author, but I'll probably look up the Goodreads and just see. Oh my gosh, it's somebody from here in Kentucky, a professor of English at Western Kentucky University in Bowling Green. Oh wow, and this is his first novel. Oh my gosh, well, he's a professor here in Kentucky. That's probably why I got this book, I'm guessing. Next, I'm seeing a cover that I've never seen before. Oh, I'm so intrigued because a lot of these, of course, usually I've heard of. Sugaring Off by Gillian French. Look at this cover. Okay, the title is very strange. Sugaring Off, like what does that mean? And then these like leaves and branches growing up kind of out of the person's like neck or collar or something. Let's see. Okay, let's just read a little bit on the back. It says it's a foray into the wilderness of New Hampshire's mountains, a sensitive portrait of coming of age in rural America and a spine-tingling thriller. This author, like Delia Owens and Kristen Hanna, weaves her characters and the natural world they inhabit together masterfully. Well, of course, Where the Crawdads Sing is really popular even in our library, so this is something I could recommend to students who want something similar maybe. It says it's a work of great beauty, part mystery, part a story of love and loss. It's all heart. It says Al didn't expect Cody to join her, but he's up there almost as quickly as she is, sitting across from her. The space is tight, legs mingling, his between hers, and when they lock eyes, she can't remember what her defenses feel like. Okay, there's like a maple sugar farm, so that makes sense as to why it's called that. Something about a mountain. There's definitely a romance. I don't know. It doesn't sound like something I would read, but it definitely is giving me vibes of Where the Crawdads Sing. We have 2 books to go, and this is a big, oh, it's a big one, a really big one. But if you've not seen this, of course, this is Blood Marked, which is the second book in the, what's it called, Legendborn cycle. So the first one's just called Legendborn. It was like award-winning. It was one of our summer reading choices even here a couple summers ago because it was one of our Kentucky Book Award finalist books here in Kentucky. But it's by Tracy Deonn, and all I know about this is that, well, it's fantasy, and it's based on kind of like Knights of the Round Table and King Arthur, and I did not really like the first one. Like, I tried, and it didn't do anything special for me. It just was like really sudden and fast moving and just like jumped into, which of course usually I like, but it just randomly jumped into the King Arthur stuff like way too quickly for me, and it didn't seem to go with like other things that were happening. So I don't know, there was so much magic. It was all just like very info dumpy, and they're like, here's, you know, what the magic system is, and here's all this history you need to know. Blurbed by Leigh Bardugo, which means I'm definitely not going to want to read it because we know I've given up on her entirely as an author. But I'm glad we had the second one. I think there's going to be a third one. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a trilogy. So I'll have to go look and see how often our first one even gets checked out. I honestly don't know if we needed this one because I'm not sure anybody's clamoring for the sequel around here, but at least I have it just in case. Okay, our final book. I've got a suspicion as to what it is because I see on the back cover they're advertising Blackout, and I know that there's a new book that just came out called Whiteout. So yeah, that's it. It's Whiteout, which is stories by, or is it a novel? Okay, there's like different authors. I was gonna say 3 authors. It's actually 6 authors. We just suddenly stopped recording. I think I was telling you who the authors of this book were. I was also trying to decide if it was romance or not. I think there are definitely some romance elements in it, but it's definitely the same authors that wrote Blackout, and it's shorter than I imagined as well. So I'll definitely be promoting this one since it's very wintry themed. So thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know in the comments down below if you've read any of these books and if you're excited about any of them. Honestly, this is the first time I've gotten a book recently that I've not been super excited about reading any of these books. If anything, I might be reading the She's Gone book because it's the mystery thriller one, but I'll probably read more reviews online before I'd actually decide to read this. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you again soon. Bye.